going to do something out of kindness and then turn around and shame somebody for it, it's wrong. It's so wrong. It's degrading, it's demeaning, and you shouldn't do it. So I paid back. So they cannot go live anymore and bash this person that they gave money to out of their own kindness of the heart at the moment. Okay, not because it was asked, because they did it on their own, but they can't now use that to shame this person because it's not right. Everyone, there is not a single person that hasn't fallen on hard times, okay? So if you're going to do something like that, you can't then turn around and shame them for it later. I think it's tacky. So that's why I sent the money. So, because I don't want that person to feel guilty for it. It was a shitty fucking thing. It was shitty.
I absolutely agree. I have a question for Sassy though, because I don't always get to see everything. I work, man. I got a full-time life. Sassy, are you being attacked now? Is that I know that someone was going to release a 911 call on a very tragic situation, which is bullshit. And uh,
So what happened was I was getting into an argument with May May, and then Savage decided to get involved. And then she started telling people about this video I made of her daughter's friend and this and that, something a year and a half ago.
I
And she brought
remember
it
that.
up. And this is how we are. This is where we are now. And now she's like, I don't know why I'm being brought into it, because you put yourself into it. Like the way you called out Katie today, and then you came in a box and said, I didn't say anything about you. No, you did though. That's why you keep getting into the situations you're in, bitch. She keeps bringing it up.
So how
To
did
answer
the
your
other
question.
little girl get involved? The one
Which
that they
one?
were going to release the 911 call
Oh,
on. Why?
because May May. Because Brittany FAFO. Do you know who that is?
I know the name, but not the person, right? You know?
She's going around passing around Monster's 5150 tape. That
What
happened
made her go after Monster?
because Monster was at a movie theater with her fiance while Savage and Nicole was calling out Brittany FAFO, and she
Oh, I
felt
see.
like
I remember that.
yeah. And we have the
I
recording of
remember
her
that.
crying about it and everything. And her
Wow.
also saying the N word,
So
but she sits with the rodeo mom now.
I can't get behind that thought process because then I don't
Mm-hmm.
see how the Jess girl really had anything to do with anything.
Oh, that happened because May May decided, because she learned from Mac to use Monster liking May May, uh, Monster by saying, if you post this 5150, I'm gonna post a 911 call of your daughter getting hurt, and we
Yeah.
were all like, "Fuck no."
Yeah, I think that's what made me kind of come out of the shadows. I'm like, wait a minute. I think y'all getting a
May
little
May
too
inserted herself into something.
that she had no
Also,
business
Mac
in,
Nation,
right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it just got out of
my
hand.
service is bad.
And
Is it?
I think from my understanding it's still being threatened, but I haven't watched all the lives. So, and I'm only I guess it was threatened again.
I heard
Um
about it today.
okay, so I know that somebody else they threatened it again since it
Yeah,
happened, but I
last night
hadn't
James did.
James,
I didn't
that's who they
I
said it
wasn't in that
was.
live. Okay, yeah.
I
I
wasn't
didn't
either.
see
I
that
never heard
live.
it, but Viking did play a
I
recording of him saying it.
okay. Then yeah, I hope they don't have it, and I
They
hope
don't
it's not
have it. I
played.
don't think they have it.
But
I agree with both of
I don't
y'all.
want
I
to
hope
fucking
they don't.
challenge them though to get
That's just
I hope
that's beyond.
it's going to be very, you know what, it's on them
And
at that
listen, I
point.
don't even know this young woman, Jess. I don't. Okay, I don't even know any of y'all because we've never had a conversation, even though I've been here, 5 years. But I can't stand behind that one. Like that's taking it way too far because I am a mama. And if something of that caliber happened to one of my children and some jackass on the internet decided to play stupid games, then they would start winning stupid prizes. So I get Monster situation to me is different than the mother situation because, I don't mind if somebody attacks me. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? You want to come at me? Come at me. But to go at a woman sideways in a situation of such utter terror, trauma, and pain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up the timeline. Hold on. I just remembered when you started talking. I'm sorry. May May was having beef with Jess Savage because May May posted a picture of Jess. Jess Savage said the kid was in there. That happened. And then Sydney, who's Jess Savage's friend, decided to say, "Oh, well, May May, since you want to post Jess Savage's daughter, I'm gonna post not the exact words, but basically that she's gonna post this
Imply.
5150.
Imply.
She was using Monster as collateral damage. Yeah, implied. And
Oh
then
my
May May
God.
said, "Well, if
If
you do that,
monsters,
I'll get the phone call."
So wait,
yeah,
Jess's own friend was the one that by accident or by design caused
by
the whole
design.
thing by design to cause two innocent people to
Yeah.
get hurt.
And here's
Am
the
I,
thing:
am I,
is you can't compare Monster's trauma to Justice trauma. They're two
no,
totally different things, but they're both traumatic instances, and
exactly. And
they
they shouldn't
both
be on the
involve
internet.
children because what happened to Monster, her child was included in that and was on that video, was on that in that live that was recorded. So it's still a shitty fucking thing for them to have threatened it, and I think they have apologized for that. I believe they took ownership of that. And if May May is going to still drop that 911 call, that is 100% on May May.
It
Okay.
is. And here's the thing that who in their right mind, the whole situation probably re traumatized both of them. We're
It
not just
did.
talking about, I
It
mean,
did.
that's what pisses me off is it's like you people are out here playing with serious real life things that could put that person in a mental state that they may not be able to fight their way back out of. Okay? It takes a hell of a person to go through real trauma and real hurt, pain, loss, death, hold themselves back together, keep marching forward. For somebody to sit there and throw that back at them for funsies, like what kind of fucked up do you have to be? And
No,
y'all,
it's things just got out of hand. It just everything fucking spiraled. It did. It's and but no, it's over on our end. Monster got what she needed, went to the right authorities with
is
it.
she okay?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Monster's strong. Monster's extremely strong, but it was a shitty fucking situation.
Yeah.
But she's a lot stronger than she was at that moment, obviously. But they tried hard to trigger her back to that moment, and they failed.
I feel
So
bad for both them ladies. That's just horrible. It's horrible, it's mind blowing, and you know, it's psychotic. I don't like that. That's what it gives me is the person doing these things, regardless of the why. The why is irrelevant. They made a conscious choice to do this. And then I'm like, you gotta be a psychopath. Because at that point you don't care about anyone because because by hurting the mother, both of them, you're hurting everyone else around them. But that didn't matter to you because it was funsies on the internet. Like I can't get on board with that. That really gets under my skin.